How's it going, everyone? I am going to go through a log file of the Morgan Reed versus Matt Shadowlord. And Morgan is the one who took second in the last year's Worlds. And Matt Shadowlord is he's one of the top players in the ELO for the Challenge Boards X-Wing Vassal. He has a 26-2 record. So both of these people are very good, and we can definitely learn by watching their games. So let's see. Morgan is starting. He's got a fairly typical aggressor with Predator, advanced sensors, inertial dampeners, heavy laser cannon, auto thrusters, and then two thugs with twin laser turret. And Matt has Corrin Horn with Predator and R2D2, so that's a pretty different Corrin than the usual. Dash Rendar with Recon Specialist with Predator. So kind of a different take, but it's kind of a good test to see the last meta versus the new meta. So they're setting through the asteroids, and let's see, Matt kind of chooses to joust with Dash, although I highly doubt he's going to joust, and then Corrin on the other side. So they're kind of running away, and let's see if he chases or if he will K-turn. And looks like Morgan kind of turns in. Okay. Turns in and stalls with the IG. So they turn around, and that was pretty, not too much room to spare, so that was a good move. And Corrin Horn is making his way back around. So probably this is the first round where this is going to have some attacks going on. So the thugs do range 2, and Morgan's commentating that he needed a 3 there. So he did a 2 bank. Had he done a 3 bank, it probably would have ended up around there, and so that's what he said he would have preferred. Corrin goes in and barrel rolls to the side to make it so he's not in range. So Dash, let's see what he rolls. Oh, bad roll. But it's Predator, and he gets 2 more, so he was able to turn a bad roll into 3 hits with Predator, thanks to Predator. So that's 3 damage that thug took, and he returns fire. So 3 versus 2, but Dash has a focus. Only rolls 1, but double blank, so 1 hit gets through. And then there's no way that he can defend that. So that was not too bad for Morgan, who got 2 hits onto Dash. And he's saying, you outplayed me that turn, but I think I got the better dice luck. Well, that's probably true. But don't waste it early. Alright, so they're thinking here. So I think this is a really important move. So it's always nice to take a moment and think about what you would do, and then you'll see what these people do. And I think that's probably the best way to get better at this game is watch the top players and see, you kind of notice things that you miss, or they do moves that you would miss. So let's see how it goes. So we decided to have that thug jump forward and have the other one bump. So kind of a risky move. It would pay off. I mean, this one's the damaged one, so it would pay off if this one's in range and that one's not. And he decides to inertial dampeners the IG. Probably thinks Corrin's going to be getting pretty close. And Dash, let's see. So where Dash is right now, he didn't target lock, but that was a pretty good placement for that thug. But Dash can always barrel roll. So he barrel rolls into range, and then he goes pretty fast with Corrin. So that thug is probably not going to survive attacking if odds are kind of average for the dice. And that's pretty good. 2 hits and a crit. So that's 2 hits and 1 crit. So Dash just needs 2 hits, which is very doable with Predator. Alright, so he just lost 1 thug. And okay, so he decided I'm not going to use the 3, and because he predatored a blank, he wanted to use the gunner to go for 4. So that was kind of an interesting call, but it turns out for him he gets 4. But then Corrin gets 3 evades. Wow, that's pretty unfortunate. TLT is fortunately range 2, so he can attack twice. So gets 2 hits, 1 evade. That's good for Morgan. And then next one, same thing. So 2 more hits down. So Corrin is down to 2 hits. So that was a pretty big round. If Corrin didn't get 3 evades, that could have been a really bad round for Corrin. But is he going to double tap? Yes, he is. But is he going to go after the IG or after the thug? He's going to go after the aggressor. So 3 hits and ooh. So the IG loses 2 hits right there. So interesting round here. Are they going to? Is he going to chase Dash? That would be not very good with Corrin. You need to take advantage of this. So you want? I don't even know what he's gonna do. So he went forward and bumped. Okay, and Corrin bumps there. So it looks like he'll have a range 1 shot with the IG against Corrin. So that'll be a big opportunity. Alright, so Dash with Predator gets 3 hits. 2 go through, so the IG loses 2 shields. And the IG does hit, focus, crit, and he's going to be able to Predator. That was clutch. That was about as good as it could possibly get. So that's kind of an average defense roll, so that makes it Corrin is dead. So that was a really big opportunity. So now we got Dash against a 5 IG and a 6 thug. So at this point, I'd probably say Morgan has the advantage here. Oh, especially since he hasn't even had the opportunity to attack yet. And he gets 2 more. That's pretty unfortunate for Matt. Alright, so now where are they going to turn? Is Dash going to come down here, or is he going to do a hard turn? I think that's kind of the 2 main options. I think he kind of goes for the block if he gets greedy, but yeah, okay. I was thinking, does he want to stay range 1 to avoid the twin laser turret? But I mean, then you're going to have a range 1 shot, so that's not good. So it looks like he's going to use his action for a barrel roll. So he's not going to get the recon specialist. Oh, I think he was hoping if he could get out of arc. I don't know. I don't even think he's close to getting out of arc. Oh wow, yeah, that is a lot closer than I was thinking. So that would have been a perfect move had he stayed in range 1. but now the twin laser turret will be there. Sorry, I'm just figuring this out. Oh, what am I thinking? It was to avoid that as well. So alright. So he's going after the Y-wing. So twin laser turret back, 3 hits, 1 goes through. Yeah, twin laser turret is definitely making a big difference in this meta. That's a really good card. You can see it in this game is getting, 6 damage through onto dash. The IG hasn't done anything to dash. It's been all the support, so that's pretty powerful. Okay, so that was a good move. I didn't know if he was going to turn in and either bump or fall on the asteroid, but he's just kind of playing it safe and just kind of K-turning. And he will make his move later on. So Dash does a pretty good job of getting away from the IG while still being able to attack the Thug. And the Thug now has 2 shields. 1 shield. Okay. So the twin laser turret's done 6 damage. Let's see if it can do any more. Nope. Nope. Oh. So even though he had a focus, he wasn't even able to use it. I think that would have been game if he could have got another hit or 2 in there. But now the Thug's not going to have another chance to attack. So, Matt's just going to want to stay close enough to get to the Thug, but avoid the IG, which, stressed and back there, it's definitely doable. And that's what he's trying to do. Morgan's trying to run away with the IG, or run away with the Thug, so that the next opportunity to attack, both people will be on him. So if he does attack him, then the IG will have a attack that won't be able to be returned against. So he boosts. So Dash completely saw that coming, which is a really good call. Now let's see. I just want to see if he's out of range. Yes, he's out of range, but I think barrel rolling will be able to do it. Or boosting. So he's barely out of range. I do want to go back and see if a barrel roll there would have been the better choice. Alright, so if he barrel rolled as forward as possible, the IG would have been barely out, and Dash would have been able to finish him off right there. Is that right? That looks... Oh, but it's the difference of that's the turret, so it's corner to corner, whereas the angle of the firing arc makes it so it's barely out. So that would have been the better call there, but that's because we know, and it's about as close as it gets, so you can't really blame him for not knowing that. Alright, so this is a good opportunity for Morgan to, if Dash is going to attack the Thug, then the IG is going to have that chance. So well played, and that was perfect maneuvering. Boost in, and Dash, fortunately, let's see, what did this dude do? I don't know why my hotkeys aren't working. This is kind of making me annoyed. So he did a 2 hard turn, so that was the only option. Alright, so Dash gets plenty of damage through. And IG is able to get a range one shot. Unfortunately, he whiffs it there. I mean, he didn't have a focus, so I guess it doesn't make too much of a difference, but had he had that focus, I'm sure he would have been pretty ticked off. Used all his good shooting on Corrin. Well, yeah, that's true. Corrin, that was perfect to get that hit in. Alright, so this is an interesting situation. And Dash is able to, he'll barrel roll out of the way so that he'll get an attack in. But auto thrusters and focus makes it so it's going to be hard to get damage through. So, I mean, Morgan having 4-hole, 2 shields against a 3-hole Dash, I'd say Morgan definitely has the upper hand here. However, Dash is able to go afterwards, so that advantage pretty much might go out the window just because of that. So Dash is just kind of staying away. He doesn't want to just exchange fire. He's wanting to get around, kind of juke. And was that enough to get out of the way? I don't even think they're checking. Yeah. Easily far enough. Okay. Wow, they just checked that. I thought that was in, but it looks like it's barely out. So Dash is just dancing around, going away. So that was I'm sure it was the right call because he was already stressed and he didn't want to go forward, but this gives Dash the opportunity to get an attack in while not getting returned fire. That Predator seems to not have been working very well. Oh, shoot. So one more hole, or one more shield goes through, and he's not able to return fire. So that's exactly what Dash wanted. It was worth going around the entire map just for that one attack. He just needs a couple more of those, and he'll get it right here. That's the bad thing about IGs in the middle of asteroids only having forward-facing arcs. And that was a really great attack. No rocks. So that's perfect. 3 evades. You just don't want two blanks because then auto thrusters can only do 1. So just like that, it's anyone's game. Dash just needed to go around and wait for the perfect opportunity to get some attacks in when they couldn't be returned, and that's kind of that's where you can tell these guys know what they're doing. And there's not much Morgan could do about that. He did great avoiding the asteroids, and that's pretty much the only thing he could do. So he boosted, and there's no way Dash will be able to avoid that, I'm thinking. So pretty good move. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any focuses, so that's the bad thing. So Dash, oh my gosh, that was not the time to have a bad defensive round. So 2 more. So the IG has 2 hits left and returns fire. Predator, more focus, so only 2. Well, so Dash with 3 rolls and focus, that's pretty good odds. Oh no, it's not 3 because it's a secondary weapon. So he will take 1 damage, or 2 damage each, both sides, so pretty big round. So they're saying this is probably the deciding round this move can make. So Morgan just kind of plays it safe, does the 1. And he's saying anything but 3 left turn, please. And it's 3 left turn. So now Morgan's going to have to be able to turn around and chase him. Will he boost or will he exchange fire? He boosts. It served him well last time. You know, he just went around the map, waited for the right opportunity through the asteroids. So Morgan's trying to cut him off, which is most likely the right call. Very close, but no cigar. So he does a 1 forward, and this is where they will be able to shoot each other. So I'm sure this will be the last round. Ooh, and it's range 2, so no auto thrusters. Yeah, that's a good thing he has Predator, but wow, that's not the role that he wanted. And 2, although he doesn't have, oh yeah, he doesn't need auto thrusters. You're asking, I don't know if you can use auto here because you're in arc, but so am I. I wouldn't worry about understanding that because he's in arc at range 2. So bad hits both sides. So 2 hits. Does he want a Predator or does he hope to just get Gunner? Might as well go for it, which is smart. And 1 damage. So I thought that would probably be the game, but that wasn't. So Dash just bumps. Makes it so no attacks either way. So Advanced Sensors focuses, turns around, and Dash, what's he gonna do? He says he's considering a boost, but that it would be risky. But that was definitely the right call. Oh man, he doesn't have any focuses. So Predator, that's not gonna, the only way that would get through, well, yeah, there's no way that would get through. But it was a good move to at least have an attack when no attack can be returned. I don't even know what just happened. I coughed and I didn't see. So I'm guessing he's attacking and he just rolled 4. And that was a great defensive roll. But he can't use that focus on offense, so because I did that, whoops, I just moved it. Okay. So let's see if this can... 2, I think would be very unfortunate to... Yeah, that's not going to be the end of this game. Oh yeah, Gunner. Oh, that's not very good. Evade or die, and oh yeah, so that was game. That Gunner really saved the day to be able to use up his focus. So really good game. Everyone's saying nail-biting epic finish, closest game in a while. Agreed. Yeah, that was a really good game, and both sides played it, I think, just about as perfect as possible. Saying I made 3 errors. First was putting the solo thug out in front. Yeah, I could see how that didn't turn out as the best move. And he's saying it was not going harder at dash with the 88 in mid game. But yeah, that was a really good game. Thanks for watching.